Hey everyone, I'm Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 67 of Less Platinum Final Fantasy VII. Alright, let's head down here into the inn and see what happens, if I can talk to this person. Welcome, you look like a strong one. If you want, I could lend you an ear. Oh, I've actually never seen this. Let me say yeah. That's weird. I got bored listening to his stories. Is he talking about this guy? Am I boring you? Yeah, probably. Probably it's that guy. I've heard there's a snow woman at the Great Glacier that hates hot springs, but I think it's just a myth to scare off visitors. What's this poster of? Almost looks like a floating city of some kind. It's very low res, but yeah. Now let me check something. I don't know what I did in my practice, but I pressed the X button around here, and then there was some kind of conversation between, it seemed like two people were yelling at each other or something, so I don't know. Let's talk to this guy. You thinking of going north? That's my plan. Well, if you're going past this town, you'll need a map. Yep, got that. Maybe there's one left at Mr. Holzoff's house. He used to be a mountain climber. What if I say no? Yeah, we really don't have anything here, but make yourself at home. People are so nice. I heard some guy went to the Great Glacier in the north. What an idiot. Is he thinking about going to that hot spring? He's probably going to get lost in the glacier and freeze to death. No matter how well equipped he is out there in that cold on the glacier, give him 2 days at the most. Do you know what a Cetra is? What were the Cetra? Oh yeah, they were the same as the ancients, right? Yeah, a Cetra lived in this town a long time ago. Her name was Ifalna, and she knew a lot about things. Or about a lot of things. What do you mean? I heard she was abducted by the Shinra and was taken somewhere. Shinra and the Ancients. I smell something fishy. I think this person says the same thing. Yeah. Okay. Ifalna. Now, I can't remember if we know about this yet, but if we don't, we're about to find out more about that, so I won't specifically say it right now. We'll say it once I do the next part. Did I talk to you guys? It's almost finished. Next time, I'm going to make an even bigger one. Okay, nice snowman. There's these cool, snowmobiles here. Look at these things. Awesome. Hello, doggo. Alright, let's head up into this house over here. This one is a very, very, very important house. First, we're going to go downstairs, and we're going to get this turbo ether. That's behind the bed here. There's nothing else we can do, unfortunately, down here. You can you can run around here, but just realizing, maybe there's some secret treasure, but nope. Nope, nothing else. Okay, let's go up here. You can do two things up here. If you access this machine here, it opens up this eye-looking thing above, which I'm not actually sure what that's for. Almost looks like the Xbox symbol, probably unintentionally, but yeah, that would not be out for another 3 or 4 years or something. 2002 maybe, I can't remember. But if you access this machine over here, if I can, there we go. It says play the video. The original Crisis, what is weapon, confidential, ooh, what's don't watch? No, don't watch means to just back out basically. Alright, excuse me. Alright, let's start with the original Crisis. Don't know why, but there's no sound for these scenes. Alright, that woman looks familiar. But the man does not. Let's find out who they are. Camera's ready. Then, Ifalna, please tell us about the Cetra. Alright, so that's Ifalna. We've seen her before. 2,000 years ago, our ancestors, the Cetra, heard the cries of the planet. The first ones to discover the planet's wound were the Cetra at the Null's Pole. The planet's wound. Sounds familiar. Tell us, Ifalna, where is the land called Null's Pole? Null's Pole refers to this area. The Cetra then began a planet reading. Ifalna, what exactly does planet reading entail? I can't explain it very well, but it's like having a conversation with the planet. It said something fell from the sky, making a large wound. This is sounding very, very familiar. Thousands of Cetra pulled together, trying to heal the planet. But due to the severity of the wound, it was only able to heal itself over many years. do the ancients, rather the Cetra, have special powers to heal the planet? No, it's not that kind of power. The life force of all living things on this planet becomes the energy. The Cetra tried desperately to cultivate the land so as not to diminish the needed energy. Okay, so I think what I'm just going to kind of like interject my own thoughts throughout this just to kind of assist with the understanding. I think what they mean is that this Ifalna person was part of the ancients in the Cetra. The planet was wounded apparently a long time ago, and it was very severe. They tried to heal the planet, not with special healing powers that the Cetra or the ancients had, but by like farming the land in such a way that it would create more like a better like a biome, like a I can't think of the word, like a well-sustained biome. So it would be kind of like the circle of life, like the prey, predator, and then the next one comes, and the next one comes, and the more like animals and trees and living things that they could generate, the more energy would flow into the life stream that we learned about with Bugenhagen, and that would inevitably heal the wound much better. So I think that's how, like, what she's trying to say there. Even here, so close to the North Cave, the snow never melts. Is that because the planet's energy is gathered here to heal its injury? So that part I'm not sure about. I don't know what he means by that, like the snow never melting, and then he's kind of like connecting it to the life stream. So he's saying like, because the life stream is so strong, is that why the snow never melts? But I don't understand why the snow not melting, why the snow wouldn't melt. It's fascinating that the snow doesn't melt, but it's also a question as to like, why doesn't it melt? And he's attributing it to the life stream. But that part I'm a little bit confused with. We'll probably learn more as we go. Yes, the energy that was needed to heal the planet withered away the land, then the planet. The energy that was needed to heal the planet withered away the land, then the planet. Okay, so it didn't work. The planet tried to persuade the Cetra to leave the Null's pole, but okay, so the planet has some kind of sentience and sort of said, all right, look, you guys have tried, but it's not working, so just get out of here and I'll just die and it's all right. Which I guess is a weird way to put it, because if they'd have to leave the entire planet to do that. But anyway, but Ifalna, let's take a break. I'm all right. When the Cetra were preparing to part with the land they loved, that's when it appeared. It looked like our dead mothers and our dead brothers, showing us specters of their past. Who is the person that appeared at the North Cave? I haven't any idea. That's when the one who injured the planet, or the crisis from the sky, as we call it, came. It first approached as a friend, deceived them, and finally gave them the virus. The Cetra were attacked by the virus and went mad, transforming into monsters. Then, just as it had at the Null's Pole, it approached other Cetra clans and infected them with the virus. You don't look well. Let's call it a day. Okay, so interesting. So at some point in the past, it seems like something known as the crisis from the sky came crashing down and wounded the planet. The Cetra tried to heal it, but couldn't. The planet was like, get out of here. And then when they were leaving, the crisis from the sky was like some kind of entity, and deceived the Cetra and turned them into monsters with a virus. Now, I guess I should clarify. I know the vast majority of the story of this game. Like, I know sort of the gist of the game, but there are specific like plot points that I am not completely across. So I'm kind of like learning it as I go. My interpretation, I assume that the crisis from the sky is Genova, and then Genova deceived them and gave them the virus. And I assume that turning them into monsters is kind of a way to explain why the world of Gaia is filled with different types of monsters. So I think that's what they're trying to say there. They don't outright specifically say it yet, even in the other videos that we're going to watch in a sec. But I think that's what what they're trying to hint at there. So let's keep watching. So what is weapon? Ifalna, can you comment on the thing called weapon? Yes, Professor. Okay, so he's a professor, but he doesn't look like Hojo. Have we heard about any other professors yet? I think we have, but we'll find out in a moment. The one the professor mistook for a Cetra was named Genova. That is the crisis from the sky. Alright, so there's confirmation. The planet knew it had to destroy the crisis from the sky. You see, as long as Genova exists, the planet will never be able to fully heal itself. Alright. Back then, a weapon was a weapon the planet produced by its own will? Yes, but there is no record of weapon ever being used. A small number of the surviving Cetra defeated Genova and confined it. Alright, so that's why Genova's not around at the moment. The Cetra were able to defeat it, or defeat her, it, whatever you want to call it, and confine it. The planet produced weapon. Well, I guess, is that why it's in the Shinra building, or why it was in the Shinra building? I'm guessing that's what it was. It says, the planet produced weapon, but it was no longer necessary to use it. Okay. So, weapon no longer exists on this planet? A weapon cannot vanish. It remains asleep somewhere on the planet. Even though Genova is confined, it could come back to life at some time. The planet has not fully healed itself yet. It's keeping watch on Genova. Where is weapon? I don't know. I can't hear the voice of the planet well. Times have changed. The planet is probably watching this situation closely. Animations. Thank you, Ifalna. That will be all for today. Okay, so we know that this gentleman is a professor, and we know that this woman is named Ifalna. What else can we learn from these videos? Let's hit confidential, and we have two videos to watch here. Daughter's record, 10th day after birth, and daughter's record, 20th day after birth. Here we go. Daughter's record. What are you doing, honey? Oh, I'm thinking of taping it on video, but the video's not working right. What are you going to tape? Is there still something I haven't mentioned? No, that's not it. I'm going to record my beautiful daughter. And when she's sleeping, her face looks like an angel. Actually, I don't know who was saying that there. First, we have to figure out her name. We could take the video later. Okay, so, yeah, this is Professor, I think. I've already decided. If it's a girl, then it'll be Aerith. That's that. You are so selfish. But Aerith is a good name. It's a good name. It's a good name. Wait, hang on. Yeah, considering it came out of that forgetful head of yours. That's Ifalna, I'm pretty sure, talking. Right? Oh, the videotape. Alright, so that basically confirms that Ifalna and the professor were also in a relationship, and they had Aerith as their kid. So Aerith's mother is Ifalna. We met her, you might remember now, we met her in a flashback cutscene that Elmira, Aerith's kind of foster mother, was telling us about all the way back in Midgar. So Ifalna managed to bring Aerith to Midgar, or she got off a train and then sat slumped up against the wall where she died. And then Aerith was there, and Elmira was waiting for her husband. Her husband didn't show up. Elmira took Aerith in. So that's when we've seen Ifalna before. And oh yes, we have heard her name. Hojo mentioned her name in the Shinra building when we were spying on the meeting towards the end of the Midgar portion of the game. All right, this is the final video to watch. Let's see what happens here. Video again? You just got through taping. Please don't say it that way. It's our lovely daughter, both yours and mine. Don't you want to capture her childhood on videotape? If you keep doting on her like that, she won't grow up to be strong. Aerith is different from the other children. I wonder what dangers await her. Never say that. I will protect you and Aerith no matter what. You and Aerith are my only treasures. I'll never let you go. I feel so much better now, darling. If I hadn't met you, I... Slow hug. Who could that? I was just about to... Damn! How dare they intrude on our private time together? I'll send them away. Yes, yes, at once. Who the devil? Who the devil are you? It's them! I've been searching for you, Ifalna. Or should I say, Cetra. Long time no see, Professor Gast. Alright, Professor Gast. Now, I believe we've heard about Professor Gast, or he's been mentioned twice, if I'm not mistaken. The first time he was mentioned was when Cloud was telling his story about Sephiroth at Nibelheim, and I believe Sephiroth mentioned him when we were in that sort of that fountain area where they were talking about materia, and he mentioned Hojo and Gast and said that Hojo would never live up to Gast's brilliance. I think that was the first time, and I believe the second time we heard his name was when we met Vincent for the first time in also in Nibelheim, but that was like in the present with Cloud and everyone else. So I believe those are the two times that we met we've heard the name Professor Gast. This is Professor Gast. So to confirm, Professor Gast was married or in a relationship with Ifalna, and is essentially Aerith's dad, as Ifalna is Aerith's mother. And Hojo has turned up here with two Shinra soldiers. Long time no see, Professor Gast. Hojo, how did you know? Believe me, I had to turn over a stone or two to find you. 2 years I waited. That's how much I wanted this new sample. Ha ha ha! A new sample? You don't mean Aerith? Aerith. What a nice name. Ha ha ha! That's it. I'm severing all ties with the Shinra. Hojo, please leave. Ifalna, please. Aerith has nothing to do with it. All you want is me, right? I'll need all of you for my experiment. You understand, don't you, Professor Gast? We can change the future of the planet. Don't worry, Ifalna. I'll take care of this. Please don't put up a fight. I don't want any harm to come to my precious sample. What a funny-looking camera. God, destroy it. Pew. Be careful with her. Now, I can't remember who's saying this. What are you doing, Professor? Ifalna, take Aerith and run. Yeah, darling. Oh, and don't forget the child. A video? The Ancients. Weapon? A mountain of treasure. Thank you, Professor. Ha ha ha. Alright, and that is everything. Alright, so I guess we'll go over that last one. So, Gast and Ifalna wanted to live, happily ever after with Aerith. She was born here in the Icicle Inn area, the northern part of the continent. Hojo turned up. Gast was like, I want to protect Ifalna and Aerith because they were the most precious things to him. And then Hojo showed up with the Shinra and basically took them away. So I think what happened in terms of like the timeline of events, Hojo took Ifalna and Aerith as a kid, and then Ifalna must have got away from them like at the train station in some way, or like got away from them, ended up in the train station for Sector 5? Yes, Sector 5. And that's when Elmira came to the train station that day and found Aerith. But Aerith is supposedly, she's like 18, 20 maybe, so it's been and here obviously it was the 20th day after her birth, so it's been 20 years approximately. I don't know exactly how old Aerith's supposed to be, but I presume she's around 20. And yeah, so it's been about 20 years since the events of that videotape happened. So I think that's what happened, essentially. All right, I think that's a pretty good place to leave off. We're almost done with the Icicle Inn now, but there was a lot of lore and information. I hope I got everything right. I think I did. There might have been something that I kind of confused or whatever, but like I said, I'm kind of learning the story as I go. I still know the gist of it, but I am understanding it more and more, and we're getting closer and closer to the end of the game. So some more reveals will come, and maybe I'll make some more corrections and stuff as time goes on. But for now, I think that's everything that I've said, I think is pretty close to the story or the intention. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave things there. So I want to thank you all for watching episode 67 of Let's Platinum Final Fantasy VII. My name's Ultima456. You're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.